Right, good morning. My name's Andy. I'm the property Web-Ber for property information here in Spain, which we give on a daily basis. And we've also got a very useful database from 1995 where it's great for asset managers, great for looking for a product, great for finding out what's going on around a building, great for everything. Okay, we do this in English for our American and European customers. Anybody else who just wants to listen to me rattle on in English? Okay, let's get started and see what we've got today. Right, every single day we put everything we find into one place, which is here. Summaries. We do our own summaries. We look for information. We find more information. We expand on the information, just so that you can get the whole story, pure and dura. Okay, let's see what we've got for today. Right, MAB, commercial centre, going on, Sothimi. Okay, it's an interesting one. It's a commercial centre that's being reorientated. Really didn't come up to its potential that it should have done. So let's see what happens over the next couple of years. Okay, always been sold very well though. Local authority Barcelona has got to pay out how much? I don't know. I can't remember how much for a hotel which they gave a license to, but it had to take the license away from. Yeah, and a new startup that's apparently growing quite an awful lot. It's kicking off in Madrid. It's in Barcelona. It's in France as well, and it's for managing rental properties, residential. The banks are putting loads and loads up for sale. You know, they should have done that in the recession, but of course it didn't until the market got better. Meanwhile, you and I pay our taxes and cover them. Okay, well they're taking all their pistols out now to get rid of them. Okay, a property company is lengthening out their credit so they can buy a bit more land. And yeah, it's a report. I think we're going to put that in the report side. And it's a report on investment. And it's just sort of like saying it's better than bonos. We'll see what actually happens this year when with the bonos. So things might change this year. Okay, contracts, office contracts and retail contracts that might be coming up over the next 6 months. Again, you can go into this one, do your own searches, and again, it works both ways. You might be looking for somebody coming out of a building. You might be looking for somebody going into a building and find out who's coming out of that building. Okay. Luxury chain in Madrid, another textile chain, 230 in Madrid. On the opposite side, 1,125, public company in Madrid, 1,400 in London, lawyers in Cornellà, 345, and 550, textile company in Madrid. On the easy property side, offers, we've got retail unit 340 in Orense, 200 in Plaza Celesas, and 250 in Calle López de Hoyos. On the offices, 1,100 in General Perón, 1,400 in Castellana, 2,006 in Pedro Muñoz, 1,360 in Aribau in Barcelona, 1,500 in Cornellà in Barcelona, 2,150 in Josep Tarradellas in Barcelona, and 3,006 in the Zona Franca in Barcelona. On the gossip side today, a textile chain continuing in losses. I was a bit surprised. You know, they got a load of retail units, But yeah, continuing with the losses. It's from 2014 when they started, and they just haven't been able to get out of it. So they've got a bit of a meeting going on to see what they're going to be doing about that. Think about Into and where they're registered and how they control their cartera. It's an interesting article and how they're really set up for the Brexit. Beauty chain has got more sales. Interesting, because if they've got more sales, they might be looking for expansion, so it might be worth giving them the bus, and they're looking for locales. A chain specialised in glasses is opening up new locales, and a chain is actually Catalan chain. It's actually it's been opened up there first stores here in Madrid and probably go for an expansion program all the way over. Yeah, just a small article about Costa Doral hoteleros that are actually going to Andalusia now. We're looking to Andalusia. This is an interesting one. We've put out, there's about 5 buildings, 6 buildings, 6 or 7 buildings maybe, of activos that are up for sale in the Web-Ber, which should be deals coming up over the next 3 to 6 months. So that's a list of the buildings and who owns them and the information on there. Okay, one actually is interesting is one was bought for a hotel. Can't get the license for a hotel, so it looks like it's going to be for a flagship. Okay, interesting stuff. A footballer who's got an investment company has bought a hotel in Ibiza on the retail units. Restaurant chains rented out a locale in Calle Velázquez. We don't know whether it's the ground floor and the first floor or just the ground floor. We think it's the ground and the first floor, okay? A restaurant chain has rented out also a locale in San Cugat. On the opposite side, a consultant company has rented out 3,000 in semi-prime Madrid, and a parking company has just bought parking in Zaragoza. On the European side, a fund has just bought a commercial centre in France, an investor has bought a nave in Egham in England, and an investor has just bought an office building in the southwest of London. And there's a study on yields of car parking spaces. Right, again, if you go back into our database, you can go into the deals section. Always interesting to go into the deals section, and even looking into the recession. If you look into the recession, let's go back into 2011. There, the deals that have taken place now. But 25 of those babies on the navies, for example. You can go down there, go in to see those deals, and then give those guys a buzz because they bought cheap. Maybe they want to sell expensively now. So that's a good way to look for product. Okay, and tomorrow we'll go into here the actual owner of the properties and the building. For example, if you want to go into this, you can see all the buildings we've got registered in the Web-Ber. Okay. So, okay, you can see it on the map, or sometimes it's actually a lot better to actually go in there. You can go into any of those buildings, see the square meters, see the square meters SBA, see the deals that are taking place in that building around 1995. And then you can see who owns that building, etc., etc., etc. Very, very potent stuff. All right, thank you very much for listening. Got anything you want to give us a buzz? Catch you later. Bye.